Okay, Programming 12, we're back. We have made a lovely map. Oh, no. There we go. We made a lovely map in Piskel. And the last video shows you how you might go about getting access to this, piskelapp.com, and for how you download the picture you draw, and how you set up the size and all that kind of stuff. Note that I saved it to desktop and then dragged it over here. Here's my map.png just in the data folder of my sketch. So that's important. Once you have that going on, then you can load it. So I have a pimage somewhere here. Yeah, that's my map. Eventually, we could make this an array or array list of all the different maps of the different dungeons and that kind of stuff that are in our place, our tower, or whatever it is that we are exploring. But right now, let's just make one image, one map, and that we'll explore that one. That's already going to be sort of the tough stuff. Hey, note also, I got these color variables. These are great, and they're specifically a color variable. We're going to use these variables to look at the map to store the color of the adjacent squares or pixels in our map. So, for example, if I go back to Piskel, say I'm in room 1-1. I'm gesturing with a little pencil here. My north room variable will have white. My east will have black. My south room will have black, and my west room variable will have white. I'm going to load that information, and then I can use that information to see if that's an exit or if it's not an exit. So again, I have north room, east room, south room, and west room, which I did not realize was a pun until I just said it now. So those are color variables. So that's the start of it. In my game, part of drawing my room now is going to be drawing if there's an exit there. So if I just run this, I have it working, I think. I'll just double check I haven't deleted it or something. Yeah, see how there's an exit over here and there's an exit down there? But there's not one above and there's not one to the other direction. So the story there is basically I'm reading from the map. And the way I do that is with the get function. So in draw room, I've added some additional code. So between drawing the corners and drawing the actual floor, so there was a separate rectangle for floor, right? In between those two, I put this draw exits code. So draw exits has two parts. The first part is for me to read the actual pixel data from the map. So I'm using map.get. So what does map.get do? Well, it gets the color from a particular pixel in an image. So map, I'm reading a particular pixel, right? So I want to see what's above me, what's below me, what's to the left, and what's to the right of me. So the north room is going to be above me. So I have my hero room X and room Y, but then I subtract 1 from room Y to go 1 up. East, well, I'm going to add 1 to X. South, I'm going to add 1 to Y. West, I'm going to subtract 1 from X. And this is why I want to make sure I leave that white border around my map in the actual Piskel drawing that I do so that I don't go outside of the bounds of the picture. So I load in those colors and then check out this sweet if statement I have. So now I actually draw the doors. So I'm going to draw them as black circles. So I just say, hey, is the north room not white? Is it not white? If it's not white, I'll draw a circle there. And I just draw it at the top of the room. If it's, if the east room is not white, well, then I guess there must be a room there. So I draw a circle, which represents a door to that room. I just check to see if each room variable is not white, and therefore draw the appropriate circle at that location. And then I draw my floor on top so that it covers up those ellipses, so it looks like they're just arches. And I'm using an ellipse, by the way, mostly because I want to stretch it out a bit to make it look kind of like fake, whatever the word is, perspective. But you can draw any shape there. You can make those look better for sure. It doesn't have to be an ellipse. But this basically determines whether you or not draw a door. So that's how we can draw the map and be accurate. In our next video, we'll take a look at how you can actually walk through the door and go to the next room. Okay, thanks everybody.